is that Meghna?
Yeah, this is Meghna. How are you?
Hey Meghna, this is Sonika here. Were you expecting my call?
Yeah, regarding an interview or support?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Hello?
I'm just waiting for the call. Yes, we can talk now.
Okay. So Meghna, I received your resume from Chris, and we are looking for a senior Java developer with some experience on Spring Boot and Spring Batch. And why don't you tell me about yourself and your experience overall, and then I can ask specific questions.
Yeah, so basically I'm working as a Java developer right now. So I've worked with on the Java platform from past 7 to 8 years now. So in the current project I'm working with Cox Automotive. So I'm actually, working with basically as Spring Boot, Angular 4 on front end, HTML5, CSS3, and Node.js on server side and MongoDB as the backend database. So that is the current environment I'm working with right now. Git for version control tools, Jenkins for CI/CD integration. So that is the current tool.
Okay. And so have you worked in Spring Boot and Spring Batch also?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I worked on both of them and also worked with AWS as well, Amazon Web Services as well. So pretty hands-on experience with that Spring Batch too.
Okay. How long you've worked on Spring Boot?
I would say probably last 4 years. 4 years.
Okay. And how about Spring Batch?
Yeah, so Spring Batch I would say probably 3 years.
Okay. And how would you rate yourself in Spring?
Spring I could rate probably I would say 9 out of 10.
Okay. And so what has so if you're asked to create a new application altogether on Spring, would you be able to start it from the scratch and complete it with all the reviews and everything, or would you need any assistance?
Yeah, I don't need any assistance basically. So I would say I'll be able to get it done. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me one of the projects where you worked on Spring Boot, and what was the architecture pattern that you used, and how did you just give me an example of what the application was, and how did you code it and test it and deploy?
Yeah, so basically in the current project I'm working with Spring Boot. So the architecture was that it is an e-commerce application for Cox Automotive. So the current one I'm actually using a microservices architecture. So one of the pattern I was using, it's called the domain design pattern. So basically I was actually working with even prototype pattern as well as singleton pattern as well. And in Spring Boot, one of the annotations basically that I was actually working on, I would say @enable auto configuration annotation, and then basically set up the Spring environment. To deploy or build the Spring Boot, I was using Maven, and then also used @REST controller and @request mapping annotations to do it. So that is the current deployment I've done.
Okay. And have you trying to find at this question thing? So have you worked on a Mongo database also? I think I saw on your resume somewhere.
Yes. Actually worked with, I could say Mongo DB as well. So good experience on using the auto sharding feature in Mongo, and also setting up integration between Spring Boot and Mongo. So pretty handsome with that, I could say.
Okay. So in Spring, can you have different database configurations like Mongo or some other database? Can you have multiple at the same time?
Yeah, you can use multiple data sources. So, for example, in Spring, if you want to configure, you have the application.properties, right? In the application.properties, you can add first database, second database, and say spring.datasource.driver, and Oracle, Mongo, and that way you can go.
Okay, yeah. And what's the difference? What's the difference between a Mongo database and SQL? Have you worked on SQL Server as well?
Yes, yeah. So, I work with both SQL Server. So, MongoDB is a NoSQL database. Basically, no schema definition is required. And whereas MS SQL structured data with clear schema, less service of attack due to design. So, it has decent documents, binary JSON documents in MongoDB compared with SQL. And also auto-sharding features as well. So, those are the things I would say.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's good, yeah. And so in Schwab, we use mostly Mongo database. I know it's not that common outside, but based on the requirements here, we use that. We use Mongo heavily. Do you we discussed on Spring. Do you also have UI experience like on Angular or JavaScript or AngularJS?
Yeah, so I had good experience with Angular 4 as well. So basically, I was actually working with, creating like custom directives, also implementing two-way data binding feature in Angular 4. Also did migration from Angular 2 to Angular 4. So I would say like decent experience on that too.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you worked on Angular 4 as well because that's the late. Angular 5 is the latest, right?
Yes. Angular 5, but I'm right now
5 is the
Angular 4 now.
Okay, you're working on Angular 4. And what has been your experience? What are the things that are easy to do in Angular versus traditional JavaScript?
Yeah, so basically like a two-way data binding feature and also like asynchronous programming like using promises and also the concept of services like $HTTP, all those kind of things are like pretty good compared with the traditional JavaScript. And then also the use of directives like ngbind, ngSwitch, or ngf. Those things are good, I could say.
Okay, got it. And I see right now you are in Atlanta, right?
Yes. I'll be able to like relocate like in 1 week because my project is coming to this Friday. So, okay.
Got it. And so I see you've been moving almost every year. And tell me, like you have masters in computer science also. When did you complete that?
Yeah, the year that I got passed out. Yeah, so I completed in December 2017.
Okay. So did you do it along with working?
Okay. Yeah, along with working.
Okay, got it. And I see you've been moving every year, right? From I see Ohio and then Arlington and then you are in Atlanta. So was there any reason for moving every year or it was just that the contract expired?
Yeah, basically it's a contract role, so that's why I was just moving. Basically, I could say contract role.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, you're able to hear me, right?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Okay. This is a right now this is a contract role, but we want someone who can come and then since this is a senior Java developer role, we want someone who can come and even train the junior developers, and then eventually, like if you think that it's a good fit for you and for Schwab also, we would like to get to full-time employee conversion. So is that something you'll be willing to do after, say, 6 months if everything goes well?
Yes, I'll be able to do that, sure.
Okay, and you don't have any kind of restriction, right, that you have to be with judge for number of years or something like that?
No, I'll be able to make that.
Okay. And
Okay,
you would be able to train junior developers as well, right?
Yes, sure. So in the current project, I'm also doing that right now. So a couple of people are based in Bangalore and in Poland, Europe. So yeah, I'll be able to do that too.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me see what else I have. What do you think your main strength is? Is it on the service side or the UI side or on the database side? What are you really strong at?
I would say like all of them. I mean, if you give me the chance to work on all of them, I'll be able to work on that. I would say like probably 60% on the UI and the rest 40% on the back end. So I'll be able to work on all three of them, I could say. Like strength-wise, I will do front end, back end, middleware, so yeah.
Okay. And what are you not interested in doing? Let's say, you said you are interested in like front end, back end both, but is there anything that you won't be interested in doing?
Yes. So basically, I am interested in like doing like everything. Like I'm really passionate about technology. So whatever work if you give me, like say for example Git, merging with continuous integration, I can do that. If you ask me to work on cloud, I can do that. Yeah. So I'm basically working like about technology. So
Okay. So Meghna, what we are going to do next step is, are you familiar with WebEx?
Yes. Yeah, I'm familiar with the WebEx. So yeah.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll connect you with one of our technical leads, and he'll basically ask you. The second interview would be highly technical, and he may ask you to code on WebEx, like where you can share your desktop, and your video needs to be on as well on WebEx. Would you be available sometime this week for that interview?
Yes.
Okay, so let me know the time, maybe half an hour or 45 minutes you're available. What we'll need from you is like you'll be in a location where you should be able to switch on your video, and also you should be able to share your screen and do some coding exercise or something like that.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So can you let me know or Chris know your timing you are available this week, and then I'll set up the interview.
Yeah, okay. I'll reach out to my vendor and then I'll ping you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
So,
Okay.
thanks, Meghna. Bye.
Bye.